Hi students, almost reaching the climax of Nernst equation, completing the chapter. Other than this, we have only batteries and corrosion. Now, let us just check where we stopped. I once again wrote for your convenience the cell potential calculation minus product by reactant. Metal electrode, positive sign, metal ion in the numerator. Non-metal electrode, negative sign, non-metal ion concentration in the numerator. Positive metal ion numerator, negative non-metal ion in the numerator. If the gas, if it is because it is a non-metal electrode, if gas is bubbled at some other pressure other than 1 bar, don't forget that particular pressure to be indicated here. These are the points that I wanted to highlight. Whatever is the case, only one thing, 1, 2, 3, all these 3 are obtained only from 1. Write the reaction. If it is a cell reaction, write total reaction. After writing the entire reaction, products in the numerator, reaction in the denominator. If it is a half cell, write reduction reaction, and then once again there also you write products in the numerator, reaction in the denominator. So, always the technique to be followed is minus 0.05 E is equal to E naught minus 0.0591 by n logarithm of product by reactant only. On rearranging them, you may actually get plus sign with metal ion in the numerator, minus sign with non-metal ion in the numerator, and its a partial pressure in the denominator. Also we saw delta G is equal to minus NFE. Also we know delta G naught is equal to minus NFE naught. At equilibrium, delta G is equal to 0. At equilibrium, delta G is equal to 0, QC is equal to Kc. So, I am writing delta G is equal to 0, therefore, delta G naught is equal to minus RT ln Kc. What is delta G naught? Minus NFE naught, minus NFE naught. Why 2.303? Natural logarithm to common logarithm. Divide throughout by what? Minus NF. Relation E naught is equal to 0.0591 by n log Kc. So, what is the relation between equilibrium constant and E naught? E naught is equal to 0.0591 by n log Kc. Then, what is the conclusion? Whenever there is a delta G naught to be negative, E naught comes out to be positive, Kc will be greater than 1, then the process is said to be spontaneous. For a spontaneous process, delta G naught should be negative, Kc should be greater than 1, E naught should be positive. Very good. I wanted to take a special mention, I wanted to have a special mention about hydrogen electrode. Hydrogen electrode, what is the half cell reaction occurring at hydrogen electrode? H plus electron gives half H2. When it is a half cell, I am only interested to write the reduction process. I wrote, assuming that the hydrogen gas is bubbled at 1 bar 298 Kelvin. Therefore, E is equal to E naught minus 0.0591 by 1 logarithm of 1. Why? Because 1 bar H plus. Products by reactant. Product 1 bar because it is a gas. If there is a partial pressure, I should write the partial pressure because I write 1 bar I1. If nothing is mentioned, generally all problems should be done at 1 bar. If they specially given the numerical about the pressure only, worry about it. Now tell me what is log 1 by H plus equal to pH. Log 1 by H plus pH. What is E naught of hydrogen electrode? 0. So, ERP is equal to minus 0.591 pH. So, did we not get a relation between pH and reduction potential of hydrogen electrode? These are all the points that are to be concentrated. Now, for the problems to be done, I am keeping it for little time because some of you may note it down slowly. Let us say a problem has to be done. I am addressing a problem here. Let us say a 0.1 molar KCl, a 0.1 molar KCl is actually taken, in which a chlorine electrode in contact with the 0.1 molar KCl bubbled at, let us just forget about it, bubbled at 0.1 molar. What is ERP of it? Given E naught is equal to plus 1.36 volts, E naught Cl2 Cl minus. Chlorine electrode is actually immersed in 0.1 molar KCl. He is asking you what is reduction potential of this chlorine electrode. E naught of chlorine electrode SRP is given to be 1.36. How to proceed with this? If you are interested, use the formula. Otherwise, happily write equation. Cl2 plus 2 electrons gives 2Cl minus. Reduction. Therefore, nothing is mentioned, so it should be 1 bar gas. Therefore, what is it? E is equal to plus 1.36, he gave E naught value, minus 0.0591 by 2. Why 2 this one? Then logarithm of Cl minus ion concentration square. What is Cl minus ion concentration here? 0.1 whole square. Did you? No, sir. I wrote the equation like this. Half Cl2 plus electron gives Cl minus. Will my answer change? Luckily, it will not change. Why? Because electrode potential values are intensive properties. They don't depend on the stoichiometry. Sir, why? There is a Cl minus here, there is a 2Cl minus square is there. It will change. No. If this is the equation, check here. I am modifying. Will this be 2 or 1? 1, because this is 1. So 1.36 minus 0.591 by 1. Logarithm of, is it chloride ion or chloride ion square? Only chloride ion. Check. Compare these two now. Both are one and the same. So if anybody is asking you, Cl2 to 2Cl minus is 1.36. Half Cl2 to Cl minus, what is it? It will be still 1.36 volts only, because it is an intensive property. Delta G is equal to NFE. Delta G extensive, delta G changes, N changes, but E will not change. Did you understand this problem? I am just doing the same problem. Are you okay? Right. I am doing the same problem. Please, time is an important aspect for us. Let us say chlorine electrode in contact with 0.1 molar KCl bubbled at 10 bar is the question now. Question is slightly changed now. 10 bar ERP is equal to how much is the question. ERP is how much. Now the problem here is this is equal to 10 bar. So now you cannot leave it. You have to write 10 here. This is what I was telling you. Electrode potential values always depend on partial pressure of the gas. Therefore, E naught minus 0.0591 by 2 logarithm of product concentration by reactant concentration. Agree? Right, sir. Okay, sir. Fine, sir. Next. How to do the next type of a problem? A hydrogen electrode is in contact with 0.05 molar H2SO4. What is the reduction potential? A hydrogen electrode in contact with 0.05 molar sulfuric acid. What is the reduction potential? Do we have a relation between reduction potential and pH or not? Yes. ERP is equal to minus 0.591 into pH. What is pH equal to? pH is equal to minus logarithm of 10 to the power minus 1. Why 10 to the power minus 1? 0.05 is the molarity. 0.05 into 2 will be normality. So, what is the normality? 0.1 normal. I have substituted pH is equal to 1. Substitute here E reduction potential minus 0.0591 into 1 is your answer. Agree? No, no. One more. The electrode potential that the cell potential that I am calculating here is called as a concentration cell. PET H2 10 bar, H plus 0.1 molar, double vertical line, H plus 0.01 molar, H2 1 bar, PET is the question. Calculate. This is also hydrogen electrode, this is also hydrogen electrode. So, what is E naught value? 0. So, what are you calculating? E. So, better we write anode, cathode. H2 gives 2H plus 2 electrons. What is H2? 10 bar. What is H plus? 0.1. 2H plus 2 electrons gives H2. 2H plus 2 electrons gives H2. What is H plus here? 0.01. Anode 10 bar 0.1, 10 bar 0.1, cathode 0.01 and 1 bar. Direct, I am directly doing it. E is equal to 0 minus 0.0591 by 2 logarithm of 0.1 whole square products into 1 by reactants 0.01 whole square into 10. Next, sir, Daniell cell 1.1 volts. What is the equilibrium constant when the cell reaction in Daniell cell attains equilibrium? How to calculate it? Daniell cell. E naught cell is equal to 0.0591 by n log Kc. 1.1 given 0.0591 by 2 in Daniell cell, Zn plus 2 and Cu plus 2 are participating. Log Kc will be approximately equal to 37. Simplify, Kc will be approximately 10 to the power minus 37. So, I think you are clear with Nernst equation problems. You can do any number of Nernst equation problems. It is an ocean of subject there. I cannot actually go on teaching. I have taken more than the required number of examples only. Always one thing I wanted you to understand, when any Nernst equation numerical is given to you, write the cell reaction. Don't be under impression cathodic ion will be numerator, anodic ion will be denominator. Don't do that type of mistakes. Write, for example, nickel chlorine cell is there. Nickel plus chlorine gives nickel plus 2 chloride ions. Nickel plus 2 also is there in product side. Chloride ion also is there in product side. So, don't be think in a silly manner that only the anodic ion will be there in the denominator, cathodic ion will be the numerator, or vice versa. Don't do that. Write cell reaction. You will by yourself know what is the numerator and what is the denominator. It is not a rule. If there is a cell constructed between metal electrode and non-metal electrode, both the ionic concentrations may come in the numerator also. So, don't buttify, don't actually make a fuss of your life, don't actually confuse yourself. These are all the various types of reactions, problems or numericals that can be done here. Now, the last part of this particular chapter. What is that one? Batteries and corrosion. Batteries and corrosion. I don't know exactly what is the time that I am left over with. I don't know exactly the time that I am left over with. Therefore, first I will talk about corrosion. Then batteries may take one more class. Corrosion. What is corrosion? Corrosion is nothing but electrochemical oxidation of a metal. People know corrosion very much by taking an example of iron. Any iron piece actually kept in atmosphere where moisture is present gets rusted, rusting of iron. What is the formula of rust? Fe2O3 dot XH2O. Fe2O3 dot XH2O. Fe2O3 dot XH2O is called rust. This rust is nothing but due to oxidation of iron. Every metal is always a good reducing agent, always is very much interested to get converted to its ore form. Thus, the tendency of the metal to undergo oxidation when exposed to various oxidizing agents leads to corrosion of the metal. Corrosion of the metal indicates the metal undergoing corrosion is actually undergoing oxidation. Corrosion of iron is called rusting of iron. Rusting of iron, actually mechanism we will see in the next class. In rusting of, what is the formula of rust? Fe2O3 dot XH2O. Fe2O3 dot XH2O. What is tarnishing of silver? Tarnishing of silver, what is it? Tarnishing of silver is nothing but corrosion of silver due to the formation of Ag2S. What is corrosion of copper? Corrosion of copper is due to the formation of green colored CuCO3 dot CuOH taken twice. CuCO3 dot CuOH taken twice. Thus, I gave you 3 examples of corrosion. Example number 1, rusting of iron. Example number 2, tarnishing of silver. Example number 3, conversion of copper to malachite, green coloration. These are all the examples. Then what is it that it is related to? How is it is related to galvanic cell? How is it related to cell potentials? Very simple. Any metal undergoing corrosion on the surface of a metal, the metal almost acts like a miniature galvanic cell. Miniature galvanic cell. Miniature galvanic cell means the metal undergoing corrosion on the surface, oxidation occurs at one electrode, at one part of the surface, and reduction occurs at other part of the surface. That is the reason why any metal undergoing corrosion always will act like an anode, because it gets oxidized. That is, to understand how a particular metal and its surface acts like a galvanic cell, let us select the surface of iron. On the surface of iron, some part will be there where concentration of oxygen is low, concentration of oxygen is high. Some part, somewhere, some point. Entire surface of iron is not uniformly having oxygen concentration. A part of it is richer in oxygen, a part of it is poorer in oxygen. The part which is richer in oxygen, the other part which is poorer in oxygen, the one which is actually undergoing oxidation is that part where oxygen concentration is low. Where is the oxygen concentration low? At some part of this surface, oxidation occurs. Oxidation occurs. At this point, Fe gives Fe plus 2 electrons. Fe plus 2 electrons. E naught is equal to plus 0.44 volts. This particular reaction occurs on the surface of the ion where oxygen concentration is very low. The electrons that are actually liberated here go to the place where oxygen concentration is high. At this particular point, oxygen having a higher concentration will take up these electrons in presence of H plus ion to give H2O. Balancing is an important one. 4H plus 4 electrons to water. E naught is equal to, this is a reduction potential, plus 1.23. The question is, sir, where from we got H plus? First, before I go to that, oxidation occurs on the surface of iron where low concentration region of oxygen. The electrons from that low concentration region go to the region where concentration of oxygen is high. At that particular point, oxygen gains these electrons in presence of H plus ions, converting it to water. Where is H plus ion? Whenever iron is exposed to air, air contains a lot of moisture. That moisture reacts with CO2 of air to form what? H2CO3. It may also react with SO2 of air, forming H2SO3. So, acid like carbonic acid and sulfurous acid are formed present in the air, which are actually the ones which are giving you this H plus. That is the reason why one of the essential conditions for rusting of iron is the presence of moisture. And rusting occurs better in moist conditions rather than in dry conditions. You can prevent rusting by removing moisture. Now tell me, is it not a galvanic cell? Oxidation and a reduction. The metal undergoing oxidation is acting like, the metal undergoing corrosion is acting like anode. What is the metal? Ferrous. That ferrous further gets converted to ferric, and this ferric reacts with water to form Fe2O3.XH2O, which is reddish brown in color. Thus rusting occurs. Tell me, what are the favorable conditions for rusting? The metal with higher tendency to undergo, greater tendency to undergo oxidation only will undergo rusting or corrosion. Corrosion can be prevented by many methods. What is the methodology? But before that, favorable conditions of corrosion: presence of H plus ion, presence of moisture. Iron undergoes corrosion in sea water rather than pure water. Iron undergoes corrosion in Himalayas or glaciers rather than in pure water. Always keep it from, I can say, conducting materials. That is the reason why how to prevent corrosion. In the recent past, what they have identified is there is an organic compound called bisphenol. They identified that bisphenol coating on iron will always stop corrosion. Not only iron, bisphenol coating on any metal to be prevented from corrosion actually can be very much useful. Second, especially in the case of iron, many a times to actually protect iron from corrosion, we actually coat it with zinc. Coating or electroplating of iron with zinc is called galvanizing. What is the reason that zinc should be used to protect iron? Tendency of zinc to undergo oxidation is more than the tendency of iron. SOP of zinc is greater than SOP of iron. In other words, SRP of zinc is less than SRP of iron, so that whenever one of these two has to undergo oxidation, zinc has a greater tendency to undergo oxidation. It undergoes oxidation in preference to iron, thus prevents iron from corrosion. The process of electroplating iron articles with zinc to prevent corrosion is called galvanizing. Essence of what we studied once again: conversion of metals into their native state due to oxidation is called corrosion. Formula of rust: Fe2O3.XH2O, reddish brown. Tarnishing of silver, Ag2S, black in color. Green coloration of corrosion of which is obtained due to copper corrosion, CuCO3.CuOH taken twice. Next, corrosion is an electrochemical phenomena. Metal undergoing corrosion acts like a miniature galvanic cell on the surface of the metal undergoing corrosion. Region where oxygen concentration is low acts like anode. Region where oxygen concentration is high acts like cathode. Thus, metal undergoing corrosion always acts like an anode in such cell reactions. Metal undergoing corrosion acts like anode in such reactions. How to prevent corrosion? Prevention of corrosion can be done by coating the metal with non-corrosive materials. Chromium paints can be used. Bisphenol can be used. Sometimes we can also prevent corrosion by coating a metal with another metal. The other metal that you are actually coating should have a greater tendency to undergo oxidation. Example: iron is protected from corrosion by coating it with zinc. This process of electroplating iron with zinc is called galvanizing. In order to protect iron, zinc will act like a sacrificial anode. Corrosion is a more common phenomena observed in saline water, seawater conditions, salt water conditions, moist conditions. You can very clearly see oxygen got reduced to water only in presence of H+ ion. These are all the things that I can talk about corrosion. The only part left over is batteries. That is the last part of this chapter. What are primary cells? What are secondary cells? What are the equations related? How do you actually expect the questions on them? We can see in the last class, which will be the last class of electrochemistry. Thank you very much. Thank you.